And I mean, it's losing some vital services, natural services, such as that biotic pump effect, where natural biodiverse forest can induce a low pressure system above it and draw in moisture from it.
Okay, this is Thelema Magic Crowley Master. This is Adrian Dittman. It's 5425. This is the Tarot Kabbalah House. I'm going to be chanting the hymn to Pan.
We should be a bit more balanced.
Let's be something so retarded, guys.
Sam, what did your brain do there? You noticed like R-E-T is similar to R-A-Y, so you thought that was the humor?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Can you go a little bit into what funny means there?
If you don't know what funny means, I can't help you, brother.
I think you just mean like, is any kind of similarity funny? If you're talking about a giraffe and I say jizzaffe, that's funny?
Yeah, that's pretty funny, actually.
Interesting. You're 30 years old?
No. I think only non-retards understand the
Albedo, you there? Cloud Strife? For the first time ever in my life, I was removed from a room by Albedo yesterday.
Bravo.
Why did that happen?
Bravo, Albedo.
And it was actually a room where I didn't even use my voice. It was just through the chat.
Yeah, I'm interested in Albedo. Explain this. Why did you kick Ray from our room, Albedo?
I can't wait to hear.
Is he not here anymore? God damn.
I think we all know why, Ray.
Go ahead.
Latent homosexual interest.
Has to do with your character and your dispositions, your beliefs, how you act in the world.
I mean, that's a pretty ambiguous answer.
Ambiguous how?
Like, you'd have to say what it is about my character or what it is
None of it
about
was
my belief.
specific. That's how.
Like, Sam, I think you're a little threatened that I'm this successful New Yorker, young, attractive guy.
You're literally hotter and richer than me. I will fully grant you that. But like,
I'm smarter. I'm much smarter.
no, you're not smarter.
Oh,
You're not smarter. You're
Sam.
not better than me. You don't know.
Sam Rosenberg. Sam, what are you saying?
You are richer and better looking. I will give you those.
Bro,
You
Sam,
get those
Sam. Come on.
After the
You
better
don't get
moves
that
from
enough. I'm sorry, brother.
Dude, you think, like, the murder of Palestinian children is justified? How
No, I don't.
smart can you be?
I don't think that.
without your asking,
Sasha, could
everybody shoot me on
you maybe,
Rejoice.
like, run Sam and I through a
Everybody
set
shoot
of
me.
questions to see who's smarter?
Styles dog.
TOG, boom, Kaju, bitch.
Next time about this first.
Yeah, right, done.
Wait, I was putting up my floor-to-ceiling window blinds. What were
You lost the freestyle battle, Ray. That thing there.
I was so high. I was higher than you've ever been in your life.
I
I
cannot
still
even
did.
tell my-
Using drug. Being high is a drug for freestyling, so no. You were on steroids, you still lost.
Sam, I wanted on a date with a girl that identifies as Muslim agnostic yesterday, and I was on one edible. I wasn't expecting the date. She texted kind of late, and she came and she put my cock in her mouth. Do you think you have the intellect to do that with a Muslim girl?
Can I get a Muslim chick to suck my dick? Yeah.
Within like 2 hours of meeting her? That's like an intellectual pursuit. That's not like an easy thing.
I find the Muslims are pretty easy to trick, actually. As a Jew, I have to
Sam,
say.
can you quickly explain to me why 0.9 repeating is equal to 1?
Can I? I mean, like, because 1.3 repeating is 1/3, and you just multiply it by 3, because 1/3 times 3 is 3.
What?
0.3 repeating is the same as 1/3. And you just multiply 1/3 by 3, which very clearly makes sense. Why 1/3 times 3 would be 1. So then, the same principle.
I mean, Sasha, you heard that? That was pretty bad, right?
answered, certainly a good said Holy One assisted Amram, for we have learned Shekhinah was present on their bed, and their desire joined with her. Therefore Shekhinah never left the son they engendered, confirming what is written. Make yourselves holy, and you will be holy. A human being who makes himself holy below is made holy above by the Blessed Holy One. Their desire focused on joining Shekhinah, so Shekhinah joined in the very act they were engaged in. Rabbi Yitzhak said, happy are the righteous. Their desire is focused on joining the Blessed Holy One constantly, just as they cleave to him constantly. So he cleaves to them, never leaving them. Woe to the wicked. Their desire and attachment is far removed from him. The Holy One assisted Amram, for we have learned Shekhinah was present on their bed, and their desire joined with her. Therefore Shekhinah never left the son they engendered, confirming what is written. Make yourselves holy, and you will be holy. A human being who makes himself holy below is made holy above by the Blessed Holy One. Their desire focused on joining Shekhinah, so Shekhinah joined in the very act they were engaged in. Rabbi Yitzhak said, happy are the righteous. Their desire is focused on joining the Blessed Holy One constantly, just as they cleave to him constantly. So he cleaves to them, never leaving them. Woe to the wicked. Their desire and attachment is far removed from him. The Holy One assisted Amram, for we have learned Shekhinah was present on their bed, and their happy are the righteous. The one said, I will return to you when life is due. One said, who it was is not spelled. Noah, Blessed Holy One, what is it? What is it? The courts are swept very clean. As virtue is not virtue. In the lava, chant of the soul, the spark of creation, where God's bliss itself is a wonder in our section.
That's bigoted behavior. But we're all the same. It's all one race. We're all human beings, right? Gender and sex are like if I say get that offended when occasionally she's never came out and said she's. Okay, that's good. You as a child, that me.
Every number is and it is written now. It should really say. But the idea is, of course, she got there, that cupboard was bare. First, let the body.
If you go to Africa, you're not financially. Okay, you get to go. Your own style. They don't care into your own style. Human behavior, and she realized and pointed out to me that if you wear a hat in a video,
you are now aggressing on my private property. So it's not your right. If it's your home and you create and the fire.
No.
Right, so let me explain. I'm telling you about the Palestinians. You want to ask me a question?
S-A-N-E-K-H, pronounced soul. Transcribed as this.
Dissolving of the.
Meditation on Kopf. In my grasp are all things held in perfect equilibrium. Bind all opposites together, each to its complement, one by another do I mitigate, so that nowhere in the universe is there any real want of failure? Neither is there anywhere injustice. For the semblance of it is one of the manifold aspects of the delusion of separateness. Forms are as vases into which I pour the precious perfume of mine inmost essence, and what I am, there must truth and right abide. Take heed lest thou despise the forms thou understandest not. Every vessel of life is an aspect of me the most high. The strife, the quarrels, the contentions that thou witnessest day by day are the play of the light and darkness which I am. All sense of effort, all semblance of exertion, know these as illusion, and with thy mind's eye see me entering into all. Know me thus as the conciliating intelligence which rewardeth those who seek it. Know too that whatsoever a man seeketh, he desireth me. River issues from Eden, since I give freely to every one that seeketh, and from me cometh a victory which they win who gain to knowledge of secret things. This victory cometh during the sleep of the body.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day, but I have no supporters. So if you have the chance, please subscribe.
Bound together, and what bindeth them is the multiplication of the 10 by itself. By balancing opposites with exactitude unfailing, I bring mastery of all conditions and circumstances to him who seeketh faithfully to do my will. Such an one will master days and seas and times, because through him my rulership of everything shall find free outlet. Opposites without knowledge of my will.
Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day. Please don't scroll. I'm just trying to become a big content creator one day.
I did make sure myself of his gun when we went. But, I mean, people are weird. And, like, why can't these kids be friends?
Well,
What the hell's wrong with people?
And Miss Beth, when black people are crying out to y'all about this stuff, I had to realize too, right?
And sometimes, as St. Paul pointed out, commandments are given not in the expectation that they will be obeyed, but in the
Rabbi Shimon opened and said, I am, my beloveds. Is this one who is wise, has his eyes on his head? Now where are... somebody los boys, tits. thrill with lissome lust of the light. O man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, Iopan. Iopan, come over the sea from Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fawns and pods, and nymphs and satyrs for thy gods. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me. Come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness. Come with Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God. And wash thy white thigh, beautiful God. Come with Artemis silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon, on the woods, on the marble mount, the dimpled dawn of the amber fount. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through. The tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree, that is spirit and soul and body and brain, come over the sea, Iopan, Iopan. Devil o' God, to me, my man, come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring, come with flute and come with pipe, am I not ripe? Come with drums low muttering from the spring, come with flute and come with pipe, am I not ripe? I who wait and writhe and wrestle with air that hath no boughs to nestle, my body weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion and sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom, thrust the sword through the galling fetter. O devourer, O begetter, give me the sign of the open eye, and the token erect of thorny thigh, and the word of madness and mystery. O Pan, Iopan, Iopan, pan, I am a man. O Pan, Iopan, 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 pan, I am a man. Do as thou wilt, as a great God can. O Pan, Iopan. Pan, I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw, the gods withdraw. The great beasts come, Pan, I'm born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, pan, I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod.
things that all people do who believe in God. They're doing it simply because God's telling them to do that. But this is okay. Let's.
How's AI going to advance our knowledge of God, Dr. Lou, if you don't read anything and all you do is...
That's incorrect, though. That's incorrect. He insists that it's correct, but it's incorrect. But that's right. Okay. But
when you ask him, well, what is the difference if it's illegal to murder, and you're a law-abiding citizen? Then I just assume every single thing that you do is simply because you don't want to break the law. It's the same fucking thing.
No, but he does believe essentially. He does get his morals from the law.
From what?
For example, with abortion. So I'm asking him, okay, my example is exactly what I told you. If it pushes my life forward, since the standard of, according to that, the standard of morality is your life. Therefore, if you are better off without that sixth child, then it is moral for you to kill him. He doesn't want to be consistent about that, but that's fine. Post-birth abortions. Why is that immoral? Because he believes prior to birth, it is moral to kill babies. Like abortion is moral because it pushes my life forward. But when it pushes my life forward after the baby is born, it is now immoral. Based on what? And his argument is that after birth, the government recognizes the rights of that baby. Therefore,
well, no, but that's not true. Because that's not true though, Rabbi. And like, and not what you're saying, because if you murder or a woman is pregnant and she's in a certain trimester or whatever, and you murder her and the baby is no longer with us, then the government recognizes that as two people gone, not just one.
Yeah, but if she murders the baby, it's fine.
Let's assume it is true.
One second. I have a question, Rabbi.
One second.
Sorry.
I'm trying to work with him. I agree with you. But he doesn't. He believes that the government only recognizes your right after you're born. Yeah. And because of that, it's immoral to kill you. Therefore, he is basing morality on the law. If the law says that if the government recognizes the baby's right prior to birth, then it is now immoral to kill the baby.
No.
So what is moral and what isn't is dependent on what the government says.
Because society's morality is reflected.
So wait, one question.
Okay, so that is
one question, Rabbi.
Because he believes.
But wait,
he
Rabbi.
believes that the law. He believes that morality shouldn't be based on the law. Yet he enforces that at the same time.
Motherfucker, wait 1 second. How do he know? Like, Rabbi, how do he know that having sex with his mom is not something immoral? Because the state don't tell you to not do it.
Well, I know. I asked him. I told him.
You asked him?
I asked him a different question. I told him. I'm going to ask him that next time. But I did ask him. I told him we live in a village in Sweden. And in this village, we like to clap some boy ass beats every Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we like to fuck little boys. And this has been our tradition. And this has been our tradition for 1,000 years. Why is that immoral? He says because you have to respect you because you have.
Frustrating. Like, I'm going late to bed so I can stay awake, and check the exercises I ask her to do and whatever. And he's just like, oh, sorry, but she needs to leave.
What kind of fucking black person did you...
Oh my God, Edmund!
You gonna be ready to kill her, yourself, and the nigga.
Yes.
I don't see the big deal with the last two.
He has to believe that.
I am Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks through solstice, stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maned man in the might of Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, 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 yo, Pan. Oh, Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw, the great beasts come, yo, Pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, 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 Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man, goat of the flock. I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks through solstice, stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maned man, in the might of Pan, yo, Pan, 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 yo, Pan. Oh, Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beasts come, yo, Pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Goat of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks through solstice, stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rape and I rip and I rend, everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, maned man, in the might of Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, 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 yo, Pan. Oh, Pan, yo, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes, yo, Pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, yo, Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Good of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flour to thy rod. With hoofs of steel and race on the rocks through solstice, stubborn to equinox. And I rave and I rave and I rave and I rend and I everlasting world without end. Mannequin, maiden, man, and the might of Pan, Pan, yo, Pan, 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 yo, Pan, Pan, yo, Pan, Pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes, yo, Pan. I am born to death on the I am gold, I am God, flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel and grease on the rocks, through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rape, and I bread, and everlasting world without end. Manic and maid, and man, and the might of pan, you pan, you pan, 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 yo, pan, pan, yo, pan, pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes you pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am pan, you pan, you pan, pan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Good of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel and grease on the rocks, through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rape, and I bread, and everlasting world without end. Manic and maid, and man, and the might of pan, you pan, you pan, 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 yo, pan, pan, yo, pan, pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast comes you pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am pan, you pan, you pan, pan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Good of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel and grease on the rocks, through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rape, and I bread, and everlasting world without end. Manic and maid, and man, and the might of pan, you pan, 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 yo. Oh, pan, yo, pan, yo, pan, pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come, yo, pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am pan, you pan, you pan, pan, pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Good of thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod. With hoofs of steel I race on the rocks, through solstice, stubborn to equinox, and I rave, and I rape, and I rip, and I rend everlasting world without end. Manic and maid, and manid man, in the might of pan, you pan, you pan, 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 yo. Oh, pan, yo, pan, yo. Pan, yo, pan, pan. I am awake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come, yo, pan. I am born
to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, you Pan, you Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Go to thy flock, I am gold, I am Pan. Flesh to thy wake in the grip of the snake. The eagle slashes with beak and claw. The gods withdraw. The great beast come, you Pan. I am born to death on the horn of the unicorn. I am Pan, you Pan, you Pan, Pan, Pan. I am thy mate, I am thy man. Go to thy flock, I am gold, I am God. Flesh to thy bone, flower to thy rod.